to simplify complex things? Because I think simplicity is the goal, but how much complexity do we add inadvertently over time, over years, over decades, that our own belief systems make it challenging to let go of certain activities, certain beliefs, and as a result, we don't let go of the complexity. What has that journey been like to simplify what has historically been very complex?
Well, and I think that's where the partnership with Sway Stacker and the idea that I had at the beginning when he came to me with it, I was so obsessed with being a part of it was because it's not that hard, right? It is if you try to boil the ocean, but it's not when you go find those gaps that already exist and you just start to make those really simple, through communication, through proper nudges and notifications at the right time. It makes those complex things way less complex.
That idea of trying to boil the ocean, I know, is why so many financial brands have struggled in these areas. I did research all the way back in 2019, writing Banking on Digital Growth, specifically around mapping out what we'll call digital consumer journeys. And then we're doing that again 5 years later to see if what has changed. And the numbers really haven't changed. Around 85, 86% of financial brands have not mapped out these journeys. I'm actually adding an additional contextual layer on top of the journey, which is an emotional journey, because
Hmm.
the awareness stage, the consideration stage, the purchase, the adoption, the advocacy, those are all operationally driven. That's an internal perspective. But if we go to the external world, the customer, the member, there are emotions that are within each one of those stages that we must be aware of. And are we reducing the negative emotions and increasing positive emotions? Harai, I want to come back over to you, looking out towards the future, specifically when it comes to elevating the relationship in the context of a customer journey, a member journey, a buying journey. Harai, where do you see the biggest opportunities going forward over the next, and we'll keep, once again, we'll keep a very short horizon line on this. We'll just say 12 months. So let's say by the end of 2025, what are the biggest opportunities for financial brands to really focus on to elevate trust through what they say and what they do, regardless of if what they say or what they do is in person or digitally?
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of give an expectation, think about ordering a package on Amazon, think about ordering some food through Uber Eats. All of a sudden, you have a widget that pops up on the home screen of your iPhone, guiding you through a 3-step process of how long it's going to take for your mushroom burrito, in my case, to be ready, right? And so from my perspective, we have to look at the financial product in the context of e-commerce. It's just the prevailing winds and kind of where the puck is going from the consumer expectation is going to be in the highest velocity transactions, which are going to be retail e-commerce. So that's where the expectation is set from the consumer. That almost lags last into banking, right? The banking industry is last to adopt those types of e-commerce trends. But when you think about some of the more modern tech products that have come out in the software as a service industry and the way that they do product enablement, meaning the feature guides that they send you with recorded training videos, how they have live chats popping up when you're in the system, how you can report bugs directly to the person that's creating the software. When Corey and I thought about opening an account and then using digital banking, we said there's no way that that's actually going to be successful unless we are giving that multi-step guide, almost like I'm ordering a burrito, to the consumer. If we don't tell them, step one, you've got to do this, you've got to log into your mobile app, activate your debit card. Step two, make sure that your paycheck is coming into this account or that your bills are being paid out of this account. Step three, now that we've got a deep relationship, do you want to bring some friends over to Locality Bank, or would you like to look at other products? So we think that the relationship and the trust must be built in first getting the usage of the product they applied for. I've talked to numerous institutions in the last week who say, as soon as somebody opens up an account, they go right into my full bank drip campaign. Everybody in the entire bank gets the same message as soon as they open an account. They don't get any messaging about the features, the benefits, the way that they can actually utilize the account. And so it immediately means that that first product is almost overlooked and we're on to the next product. We haven't even acknowledged that they've given us their personally identifiable information. They gave us their social, their date of birth. They're giving us their money.
Yeah.
We're not even taking a breather to try and nurture that relationship and enrich it, deepen it to build the trust and respect. We're just going right to what's the next product we want to sell you.
It's like first things first. And just because they open an account, and maybe this is the reframe here, just because someone opens an account or applies for a loan with you today, that no longer means that's not the equivalent of getting married anymore. It might have used to have been 20, 30 years ago, like that level of commitment. But because of the options available today, opening an account, applying for a loan, that's just going out on the first date, basically.